Your brain is sabotaging your wealth, and 97% of people never realize it's happening. There's a psychological pattern that keeps intelligent people poor, while others with half their IQ build empires. Niccolò Machiavelli understood this 500 years ago. He didn't just study power. He decoded the psychology behind why people destroy themselves financially while thinking they're being smart. I'm about to show you exactly how your mind works against your money and the 7 psychological rules that separate the wealthy from everyone else. This isn't about getting rich quick. This is about reprogramming the mental patterns that keep you broke. Here's what most people don't understand about money. It's not a tool, it's a mirror. It reflects exactly how you think, what terrifies you, and most dangerously, who owns your mind. Everyone wants wealth, but very few understand the psychology behind it. We give it fancy names: success, freedom, security. But the great strategists saw something different. To them, money wasn't the finish line. It was pure psychological leverage. And they warned, if you don't understand how your brain processes wealth, you'll be owned by money even while thinking you're free. The scary part? Most people aren't chasing money. They're chasing the illusion that money will make them powerful. But here's the twist. The truly wealthy don't change when they get money. Only the psychologically fragile do. Because money doesn't build character, it reveals what was already there. This is where your brain starts sabotaging you without you realizing it. There's a cognitive bias that 95% of people fall into. They believe money equals power. But classical thinkers discovered the opposite is true. Money doesn't create power, it exposes who already had it. Think about it. You've seen someone get a promotion or inheritance, and suddenly they become arrogant, flashy, desperate for attention. They believe money elevated them. But look closer. The truly powerful don't change. They don't need to prove anything because their strength isn't tied to their bank account. This is what psychologists call financial identity fusion, when your self-worth becomes your net worth. Your brain does this automatically. It creates a mental equation: more money equals more valuable person. But this equation is what keeps you trapped, because now you're not building wealth, you're feeding an addiction to external validation. The ancients understood this perfectly. Stoic philosophers taught that the moment you need something to feel powerful, that thing owns you. Ancient strategists took this further. The person who can walk away from any deal without fear has already won. Here's the first way your psychology betrays you. You think money will make you powerful, but it actually makes you more fragile. Picture Sarah, a marketing manager who just got promoted to director. Within weeks, she's buying designer handbags, leasing a BMW, posting about her success journey. But watch her behavior at meetings. She's defensive, constantly name-dropping her salary, desperately proving her worth. That's not power. That's insecurity with a budget. There's a study that shows 70% of lottery winners go broke within 5 years. Why? Because they had money but no psychological foundation. Money amplified their existing insecurities instead of solving them. Your brain creates what I call wealth dependency. You start needing money to feel worthy. This is the opposite of power. Real power is when people adjust themselves before you even speak, not because of your bank account, but because of your presence. Here's the truth. Money doesn't build character, it reveals it. Your brain has another dangerous pattern. It wants to display wealth the moment you have it. This is evolutionary psychology working against you. Meet Jake, a crypto trader who hit it big. His Instagram transforms overnight: Rolex watches, expensive dinners, private jets. 6 months later, he's broke. Why? Because flaunting wealth didn't just attract admirers, it attracted predators, scammers, and people who knew exactly how to separate him from his money. Your brain is wired from 10,000 years ago when showing off resources attracted mates and deterred enemies. In the modern world, flaunting wealth does the opposite. It paints a target on your back. Ancient strategists understood what neuroscience now proves. When you show people what you have, their brain automatically starts calculating how to take it. It's not conscious, it's a survival mechanism. The classical approach: build in silence, scale in shadows, because no one attacks what they underestimate. Here's where most people's psychology gets them trapped. They think earning money means controlling money, but your brain creates a dangerous illusion. Consider David, a software engineer at a Fortune 500 company. Great salary, benefits, stock options. He feels invincible. Then AI automation hits his industry. Overnight, his secure job vanishes. His mortgage, car payments, lifestyle, all dependent on an income stream that just disappeared. He wasn't building wealth, he was building a house of cards. If your income can be frozen, taxed away, or paused by someone else, you don't own wealth, you're renting it. And the great thinkers of history feared one thing more than poverty: dependence. Your brain tricks you into feeling secure when you're actually vulnerable. This is what psychologists call financial learned helplessness. You become so dependent on external systems that you lose your ability to create wealth independently. The solution is economic gravity. When people need you more than you need them, your brain has a fatal flaw when it comes to money. It wants pleasure now, not power later. This is dopamine hijacking your wealth. Emma saves $5,000 for investment, but then she sees a luxury vacation on social media. Her brain floods with dopamine imaging the experience, the photos, the stories. She spends the money on 2 weeks of pleasure instead of decades of compound growth. She chose feeling rich over being rich. Neuroscience shows that the anticipation of spending triggers the same brain chemicals as cocaine. Your primitive mind can't distinguish between genuine wealth building and dopamine hits disguised as investments. People want to be rich, but they don't want to be bored. Your brain wants excitement, not discipline. That's why most fortunes are lost chasing quick wins instead of building slow empires. The wealthy understand discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. Your brain is wired with a dangerous bias. The pain of losing money is twice as strong as the pleasure of gaining it. This keeps most people poor. Mark has $10,000 in savings. He could invest it and potentially double it in 5 years. But his brain obsesses over the possibility of loss. What if the market crashes? What if I lose it all? So he keeps it in a savings account, earning 1%, losing purchasing power to inflation. His fear of losing money guaranteed he'd lose money. This is loss aversion, your brain's prehistoric wiring that served our ancestors but sabotages modern wealth building. Your mind treats every investment as a potential threat to survival. The wealthy reprogram this by reframing loss. They don't see risk, they see the cost of not taking action. They fear missing opportunities more than losing money. Here's the shift. The biggest risk is not taking any risk at all. Your brain has a filter that only lets in information that confirms what you already believe. This creates a psychological prison around money. Lisa believes money is the root of all evil, and rich people are greedy. When she meets a generous millionaire who donates to charity, her brain dismisses it as showing off or tax write-off. When she sees a business opportunity, she focuses only on the risks and failures. Her beliefs create a mental block that filters out every path to wealth. Your brain literally deletes information that threatens your existing story. If you believe, "I'll never be rich," or "money corrupts people," you'll unconsciously sabotage every opportunity that proves otherwise. This is confirmation bias, your mind's way of staying comfortable, even if that comfort keeps you broke. The breakthrough. Your beliefs create your limits, and your limits become your life. Your brain operates from humanity's greatest lie, that there isn't enough to go around. This scarcity mindset is what keeps most people trapped in financial mediocrity. Two friends start businesses. Tom hoards every penny, refuses to invest in growth, won't hire help because money might run out. His business stays small. His friend Alex reinvests profits, hires talent, expands aggressively. Within 3 years, Alex's company is worth millions while Tom is still counting pennies. Same opportunity, different psychology. Your brain inherited scarcity thinking from ancestors who faced real shortages. But in the modern economy, abundance is everywhere. You just need the right mindset to see it. The wealthy act from abundance even before they have abundance. They invest, they spend on growth, they think bigger. Your mind creates the limits that your life will obey. The final truth. Scarcity is a choice. Abundance is a decision. Your brain is wired to sabotage your wealth through these 7 psychological patterns, but now you see the code. Money isn't about the amount, it's about the psychology behind how you earn, keep, and think about it. The wealthy don't just have different bank accounts. They have different mental models. Every pattern I revealed today can be reprogrammed once you understand how your mind works. Remember, wealth without character is just expensive weakness. Subscribe to keep decoding your millionaire brain, because in my next video, I'm revealing the psychological trigger that makes even billionaires lose everything. It's the same mental trap that keeps 95% of people stuck in the cycle of financial mediocrity. Which of these 7 rules hit closest to home for you? Let me know in the comments.